Good morning, my preciouses. Kooky Kelly is here. Today I got on eyelashes. They're these ones. Let me show you. I got all my shit back here, y'all. Let me get them here. Ow! I'm poking myself with the tweezers. They're pointed. And they are very sharp. But anyway. And I use this to curl my lashes from Temu. It's heated. And then that one's the green sets it's on. And you'd push your blue and it heats up faster. And then you just, voila. I don't know why my mirror light went off, but it did. Guess it's good anyway. But these are the lashes I use from Temu. I like them. Are they stuck down? Yeah. But I like these ones too. I've got lots of lashes from Temu. Okay, and today we're going with a hodgepodge of different products. We've got W7, we've got Wet n Wild, we've got Temu, we've got Rimmel, we've got more Temu and more Temu. And this is the palette I'm going to use. It's called Fruit Punch, but y'all know me and my green. Yeah, yeah. There it is, the green. Okay, I think I'm going to go real slow to show you how I blend colors and why you start out using all over your eyelids, and that's the, let me adjust this light and this one. Okay, I had to see if my upper light was on, but let's go ahead and do our eyelashes. And I think for primer, we're going to pull this one out. And this is from Temu as well. And I can't read what it says, of course. But we're going to use that as a primer and our setting spray. So I'm going to use a setting spray and spray my... This brush is the only brush that I use only for the eye primer. This brush is only used for eye primer. So let's put some on and get us a tissue off. Okay, we're done for the day. Thanks for watching. Isn't that pretty, y'all? Kooky Kelly looking good. I forgot to get a Dr. Pepper, y'all. Which I have my little fridge in here with my Dr. Pepper in it. And we did not lose power yet. Knock on wood that we do not. But we were ready if we did. He got his, what is that? I don't know what the hell that was. But he got his generator all fixed up. We got it on the back porch and extension cords running through the house to the bedroom. So if it did go out, we would have heat and a light in our room. And if we had to, we could, or needed to, we could charge up our laptops. Because that's how my computer is, my laptop. I used to have one of the ones that was a desktop. And my honey bunny bought, this is the second one he bought me, but this one is a gaming computer because I like gaming too. Me and him's alike. I'm going to get Dr. Pepper, y'all. When I got up this morning at I guess it was about 2, I think it was 2:34 or something like that. And I went to check because every time I woke up, that's what I did, is go check to see if it was anything was going on. It was sleeting out there. Pretty damn bad. The ground it covered in no time. And then it started snowing, then it stopped. It was nowhere near as bad as they said it was going to be. And I'm like, these people are so dumb, baby. He said, yeah, I know. So we didn't get what they intended on happen, although there is ice everywhere out there, but it's not stuck in the trees and all that shit. And leaning your trees down. In our fish pond I plugged in last night, I'm going for this color right here. But the fish pond is fine, and it's being heated up. Keep the fishies from dying. We don't know what the temperature is of it, but it's like 25 degrees outside, maybe 26 now. And the worst is supposed to be tonight and tomorrow, I think. Hell, I don't even know what today is. Is it Saturday? I think it's Saturday today. But anyway, nowhere near as bad as it was supposed to have been. But I always say, them damn weathermen don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're guessing, and their guess is always wrong. Why don't they just quit? 100% of the time they are wrong about the weather. Stop trying to predict the weather, dude! Some places did get hit hard, but it's those places that are up northern of us. And I feel sorry for them folks because of that, but it didn't get us as hard as it was supposed to. This is the color I got. I'm using right here, this one right here. This is going to be my outside color, and I'm just going to put it on right here. And work that color into my eyelid with that damn crease. Y'all, I hate that crease. For some reason, it switches from eye to eye. I'm like, what the hell? And now it's on this eye over here on my right eye. But I'm just going to work that color in. Oh, see, this crease is doing it too. Why? There we go. You okay, baby girl? Mama's little patootin' tootie. What you need? What you need, Mama? You got... Hey, Mama. Turn around this way. You gotta go potty? You gotta tell me. Oh, you thirsty? Anyway, I think now we're gonna go into this color right here. Ooh. It's y'all. And we're gonna put it on my eye right here and all the way up. And work those two colors together. You take your time. Okay, just take your time. Hey, baby. Hello, Mama Squirrel Girl. I keep telling when she goes out, Moni, you can't stay outside too long because it's too damn cold. So I went out there because Roo, he's stubborn, y'all. Roo is stubborn. Now I'm going to take this brush that I have this lightest color on. I've used the same brush for all the colors. I just wipe it on my pajama bottoms, okay? It's washable. And then I'm going to go up against where the dark meets the light and just kind of feather those colors together. Okay, and see how it puts those two colors together. And I'm going to wipe this brush off and then go back into that same green color for the other eye. And we're just going to go over here, over top of it. And sometimes it does take a few layers to get it to the depth that you want it. And y'all know me, I'm loud with color. So it's going to go on there until I get the color I want, which is that color. And just work it in there. Now I'm going to wash the brush off. And work those two colors in together. Right there where they meet. And I'm going to go back into that same green color and kind of go outside of that. Don't touch where I've got the colors mixed together already. Just on the outside of it. Don't go where your blend is, okay? Your blend is your blend. It's going to stay there, okay? That's what you want. But I want to brighten this color up right here. So I just get that same color and put it on there, okay? Now, we're going to go into this light color here. Is that the shimmer? One of them's, yeah, I think this one's the shimmer. Let's see if you can see, okay? It is a shimmer. This is the color I'm going to use right here. Just on the inside, okay? Just right there. You see what that does? And now y'all remember that first color that I used? I'm going to wipe off my brush a little bit, okay? Just where it leaves that color. And I'm going to go back into that same tan color and just put it right here so it shows up a little more, and pat those two together, okay? And do the same thing on this eye. Just bring those colors out, okay? You see the difference that makes? I mean, y'all know me, I'm loud. I'm just trying to give some, I guess, guidance, you would say, to a person that asks, you know, about colors and how to do it. And I'm showing her how to do that, okay, girl? I don't want to mention your name until you let me know that it is okay for me to mention your name, okay? But this is what we want. Okay, and then I'm going to blend those two colors that I just put on there together. Right here, right on top of them. You see how that blended it together? See how stark this side is? That one, now you go over here on this, just where the line meets, the two colors meet. And just bring them back in there. And there you are. Y'all know green is my favorite color. I'm going to go in with some more of that lightest green and put it right there so it brings out that shimmer. Okay. And I'm going to pat it with my finger where those colors meet. And wipe my finger off because I'm going back into a color that's different from all the rest of them. And that is this color right here. Because it's a shimmer. Okay. I'm just going right in the corner because I don't want to cover up all my other colors. Okay, see how that does that? The shimmer. Okay. Now, I am going to wipe my brush off and go into that first color that we used on the outside right here because I want to brighten that up a little bit. And I'm just going right here next to my blend line. Because I don't want to go on top of my blend line. I just want to go just on outside of my blend line, which is right there. And just go right there, okay? If I wanted it not so loud, I would blend that color and this color together. But y'all know I'm loud and I like the loudness, okay? I got this from Temu, y'all. I seen it, and I said, oh my God, that's all green and yellow greens and yellow. And I gotta have that. I think I paid $3.78 for it. Yeah. And I have a mess here, but that's okay. And y'all look at the fallout. Do you see any fallout? Maybe on that eye because I got too low on the bottom, but Watch this. Get to another clean part on here and watch. That's it of the fallout. That's it. And that was because I went outside of my line that I wanted, but look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Y'all love my hairband. Is that what you're looking at? Okay. What I did was put my hair up in ponytails and took the tails because they were driving me crazy when I was cooking Honey Bunny breakfast. This is all it is. But y'all know me, I'm kooky and I like stuff like this. I am loud, and I'm not loud because people, you know, that I think people will say something. I'm loud because I enjoy it. I ain't out in public. When I do go out in public, if you have something nasty to say, don't say it. Say it to yourself. Because I ain't got time for your bullshit. Anyway, y'all, we're going to go in with our retinol and collagen. Okay? And we're going to put this on our nose. And I lost my other stud to my nose, so now I got this one on. But anyway, we're going to put on. Oh, this shit feels so good. And it don't take no time to use this up, y'all. I mean, look at that. It won't go up anymore, but when I get to that point right there, it's on there. I'll be digging that shit out and putting it into a container and using a little spatula to get it out. Okay? Okay. Now we're going to go in with our foundation. And this is my foundation. TWG. I don't know what that company is, but I love this foundation, y'all. I just want to shake it up real good. Make sure it's not separated. And y'all, I do believe this one smells divine too. Let me see. It's got this lid on it too. Sometimes it's hard as hell to get off. But I like to keep it on there because it preserves. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is one that smells good. But here it is. I'm going to take a brush. Get this hair out of my way. I'm going to take a foundation brush right here. I'm going to go on both sides of the brush and work that mascara and work that foundation into my brush, and I'm just going to put it on my skin. Okay? I'm just working it in like so and put it on my face. I was pleasantly surprised when I woke this morning and, well, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we had electricity. I was excited. I was like, hell yeah. Now I'm going to put this back on here. A little cap. And try to clean off as much as I can of the foundation on my skin. As to not to waste it. Okay. Now I'm going to get me a little brush, a sponge. It's pretty soft. I'm going to this crazy hair. Spray my sponge. It is clean. It's just, I washed it. It's just stained. And then I'm going to work this into my skin. Okay, with the sponge. It's better if your sponge is wet. I mean, you could do it dry. It just takes a little bit more effort to work it in. But that's okay. If you like doing that you do it your way. Don't listen to how people dictate how you do your makeup. If you want to do your makeup one certain way, you do it like that, okay? Don't listen to anybody else. If you want to look crazy like me, that's okay. You're doing it for you anyway. Fuck what everybody else thinks. Do you care? Good, I didn't think you did. We are women. We will look the way we want to look, okay? And if it's loud makeup that you like, let it be. I love loudness, okay? I mean, come on. That looks cute, don't it? Yeah. That's why I am kooky. Because I really don't care what people... the only person that I care what they think is my honey bunny. And he would never say something intentionally to hurt people. Because that's who he is. He has a beautiful soul. Not only is he funny and he makes me laugh all the time with stuff and jokes, and he tells me all kinds of jokes, and I love it. I love it. Me and him have a similar sense of humor, okay? Where people would say, what? We laugh our ass off about. I forgot to use primer, y'all. Oh, well. It ain't gonna kill nothing, is it? But I do have to have some glowness, okay? Because this one don't have very much glowness, and y'all know me. So I'm going to take this Rimmel Multitasker Better Than Filters. It's a glossy sucker, and I love it. The louder, the better. I mean, this has some shine to it, see it? But not what I want. I want more. I'm greedy for the shine. I'm just going to put it on this sponge. Work it into this sponge. Dip it in there once more. And we're going to do where I want shine. That is gorgeous. It's almost the same color as the foundation, but as y'all know, I picked my own foundation, so yeah, it's going to look like that. I picked the colors, and I always go a darker color than I think I am, because they look darker online than they are. Okay, so I always do that. I always go one color darker. Like this one is a medium buff, a medium buff, B-U-F-F. And you would think, looking at it online, I ain't that color, but I am. I mean, I used to wear a really light one. It made me look ghostly. And until I figured out, my skin is not that color. I am darker than I think I am. So yeah, y'all look at that shine. I love this stuff from Rimmel. And I think all these are the same color, but this is a primer, and it's light medium instead of porcelain. And you always look by your neck. Go by the color of your neck. You see how dark my neck is? That's my face. So I used to think, no, I'm that color, not that one. No, I was totally wrong. Okay, now we're going to go in for this W7. I love W7 makeup. W7 makeup is awesome, okay? It's just awesome. Let's shut that door. There's my bronzer I'm going to use. Y'all look at the color of that. Is that not gorgeous? That hair keeps sticking to me. It's making me fucking whacked out. But I'm going to get, let me wipe this off. Going to go into that color. And then lightly bring it to where you want it. The edge of it. And I do it under my cheekbone. My cheekbone is right here. That's where I want my blush. And my bronzer, I want underneath it. Okay, I want it darker. So let's just pat that in there and get it darker. Ooh, yeah. Oh man, that's gorgeous. See this side? See this side? It doesn't show up on this, I guess in this light is showing anything, but it's there, y'all. See right there? And this, my cheek right there. You see it? Oh, yeah. That is freaking gorgeous. Oh my God, I love this stuff. I love all my bronzers though. I have different color bronzers so y'all can see. But the thing about my bronzers is they're all red based. All red and brown based. They could be darker or lighter. More red than brown. More brown than red. That's, you know, that's me. I don't like using the same colors every day. That's my joy, is not using the same colors every day. You know what I mean? Because I like color and I like to use them all. I am not a creature of habit. I'm all over the place. When we decide to go do something, we just go do it. We're not spontaneous because we're homebodies. We love being at home. That's just us. And most the world now, that's who they are. I've never been a bar person. He's never been a bar person. If we went to a bar, it was because we were going to listen to music, you know. And then just soon as that music was gone, we're gone. That's just who we are, but I mean, that's few and far between. We don't care, you know. That's just who we are. That's what we enjoy. But if you like doing those things, you go for it. I'm not going to tell you no. That's up to you. Now I'm going to use this Nabla. Is it upside down to y'all? Yes. Here it is. This Nabla Cupid's bow. Or is it Cupid's arrow? Cupid's arrow. And I am going to contour my nose and my bottom lip. Okay. Now I'm just going to do a straight line. That is not straight. That's a lot. But we're going to fix that. Now I'm going to show you how. I'm going to take my sponge and work it in there. And do the same thing on this side. Work that in there. I'll do the tip and my flares. Okay. See what the difference it makes? do down here. This is going to bring out my bottom lip. See? You don't want to pat it till it's not there anymore. I mean, you want it there. You see the different color right here and here to here. And I'm going to go right here and bring that start line back because I want my bronzer area to stick out more, you know what I mean? Now we're going to go in with this blush right here. Blush and bronzer, y'all. Isn't it pretty? Okay, now I'm going to go in with this brush, blush brush. Put it on there. Dust it off. And I'm going to come from the back to the front. Y'all see that fucking color? Oh my God. I'm going to do the same thing on this side from the back to the front. And then I'm going to take my fluffy brush and kind of work that in. Excuse me. Okay. Because I want my blush to be there, but I'm working my blush into my bronzer. And then I'll work my bronzer back into my blush with my bronzer brush, okay? You're just going to work that in there. Oh, it's pretty in there. That is gorgeous. I'm going to do the tip of my nose with that red, too. That's gorgeous, man. That is gorgeous. This is from Wet n Wild, and yes, I got it for $2.50. I told y'all I only shop for makeup when it's on sale. I ain't got time for some expensive ass makeup. You know what I mean? And then I'm going to take my blender brush right here and work the bronzer back up into the blush. This is my bronzer blender brush. I'll work that back up into there. And you see the difference in the colors? Oh my goodness. Put some on my nose. Here. Here. Okay. Here. Okay. Am I running the right? Yeah, I'm in the right one. Okay. Now, we're going to go for this blush right here. Y'all see that color? And I just want it on the apple of my cheek right there. Okay. And this one's got some shimmer to it. But I also got a shimmer out. Because this is the shimmer I wanted to use. Here it is. And I'm going to go for this one on my cheek. It's got this gold color to it. And here, just on my cheekbone. And then work it in. I'm going to use this white one on my forehead. And then work that in. Y'all, this is from Temu, and this sucker is, I mean, look at that. And take it on my nose. And just pat the edges out, because I do want my nose to show up. Whoops, I got way too much. I stuck my fingernail in it. Oops. I'm going into that same white. I'm going to go right here on the tip of my nose and then bring it up to work it into the tip of my nose. Now I'm going to do my upper lip and work it in. Y'all know me. I have to have it on my eye. My bone of my eye. Oops. I'm over here digging holes in it. Just right there. Okay? Because I wanted to say, hey, look at me. You know what I mean? I needed to scream, look at me. Now, I tore a hole in that right there. Y'all see it? I'm just going to try and rub that back in. But that's a pretty color too, isn't it? And then blow the rest of it off. And we'll snap that puppy closed. And now I'm going to do some setting spray. Y'all, this stuff smells so good. It's AOA. Shop miss A part. My fan just fell apart. With shiitake mushrooms. That sucks. And y'all, when you do that setting spray, you see how it brings out your T-zone? And it's so glowy. I love some glowiness. But blending, y'all, is easy. What you do is you take your darkest color first. You want to go to darkest to lightest. You put your darkest color on first and kind of blend it in around where you want it. Then take your another color, which is lighter than the dark. You put it on there, and just where they meet, you blend. You blend really good, but you want to leave the other color there. Okay, don't blend the whole thing, just the edge of it. And then the edge of where the two colors meet, you want to blend that one right here where those two colors meet, and you want to blend just this edge. Then you put your next color on, right here, you just put that on and blend it where those two colors meet, which is right there. Same thing on this side, see? There's 1, 2, 3 colors. It looks like more because we blended in between each color. Okay, so now let's get us an eyeliner, and I'm thinking, what color do we want? I mean, we could basically use any color green that we want, but I'm thinking this one because it's the same color as the outer one, and I'm just going to put it under my eyelid on the bottom. Right here. Okay. Because I got eyelashes on and you can't see the top anyway. Just work it in to the darkness you want it. Okay, then I think I'm going to bring me a little lash line right there and out. And the same thing on this side. You see how it opened your eyes? When you do that, and bring it right there, just a line, the same color as this one. See how it opened my eyes up? Just right there. I'm not a professional, y'all. I just know how I like my makeup, and I know I like different kinds of makeups. And I like playing with my makeup. My makeup is my thrill, okay? It is my thrill. And I just love playing with my makeup. Now, we didn't get a lipper out. Let's see what we got up here. Oh, y'all look at them colors. Yep, I think this color right here. Let's see what color it is so I can get a lip liner for it. I think this color is it. So we're gonna outline our lip. Y'all, my blood pressure was, blood pressure was going crazy. I didn't tell Honey Bunny last night when I checked it, the reason why I got up at 2:20 or 2:30. No, it was 2, I don't know, 2 something. It was before 2:30. But, it was, it was, 98 over 47. And I felt faint. It woke me up. I felt so faint. Y'all, look at that perfect match for that. This is a lip stain. I have a lot of lip stains because I like to leave it on there and it stains your color, that color. Okay. And yeah. But anyway, she had me on, so I used to be on amlodipine, and it was 10 milligrams. And then I was having issues with it. It was getting 92 over 30 something. And I said, I think it's my blood pressure, but I'm passing out. She said, what do you mean passing out? I said, yeah, I just get dizzy from walking and I pass out. And I said, I think it's my blood pressure. You want to check it? And she goes, yeah, it's 92. I said, yeah, it does that, but it actually even goes lower. She said, yeah, we need to take you off the amlodipine. I said, I didn't take it today. I did take the other one, the losartan. Y'all, I took myself off the losartan. It quit doing it. I don't have high blood pressure anymore. So it's just affecting me extremely bad. So this morning, I checked it, and it was 113, and I checked it again, and it was 116, so it was gradually going up, and I was drinking Dr. Pepper, so yeah, with my caffeine. So I don't know what it is right now, but yesterday it started out normal, and then it just went downhill from there. I would check it like every hour, and then it would be down. I was like, shit, this is not good. This is a gloss, y'all, but look. But I'm going to take this gloss because it is this color and pat it on there. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, it smells like strawberries. Now just pat that on there. And do the top. It smells incredible. And now we're going to do some mascara. And let's see what we got to work with. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut these shorter because that's driving me crazy. Or braid them and just keep them braided. But yeah, that's driving me crazy. So I'm going to take this right here and tie it right there. Okay? Because I don't want it in me mascara. This one is MAC Studios. MAX, not MAC. And it's volumizing mascara. It was hiding in the back, so I figured we might as well do this one. Stop hiding and come on out. This is from Temu, y'all. Ooh. It's got some coverage. Wow. This is good too. And hiding the eyeshadow that I got on my eyelashes. This is really good shit, man. This from Temu, y'all. Wow, I'm impressed. I am impressed. I was panicking, y'all, when I woke up this morning. Not only because my blood pressure was crazy acting, but I heard the sleep. I was like, oh shit, here it comes. And I went out and the trees never got covered by it. And I was like, well shit, they were wrong, of course, again. Whoops. And then, oh, I poked myself. I poked myself in the eye, y'all. Let me get another tip to get the liquid out. I just put it right here in my crease and then point my head down. And all the tear goes into that. And then if I need to, I'll just wipe that up with my tear. Okay? Excuse me. And there it is. Let me use the other end. And look and see if I got any in my eye. And no, I did not. But y'all, I think I need some white on our lower lash. I'm sure I have white. Okay, if you want to be that way, I'll use this one. Oh, it's not open yet. I guess I better open it. I got this from Temu, of course. It's got this blue-green color. Okay, I think we got it. Yeah. Bitch, you can't keep me hidden from you. Or do I have a white? Look. Do I have a white in here? No, I think it's in the other drawer. No, that's not the right color green, blue we were looking for. Let's get the white from over here in the blush drawer. Blush highlighter drawer. I'm going to keep this one in here, and the other one I'll leave in that one. Okay, I'm just going to do white here. Ooh. Ooh. That's pretty. We'll put some right there. And there. Now I'm going to clean this off of the color and then seal it back in there. I'm going to keep this one in here so I have it. Okay, okay, y'all? But yeah, that's it, y'all. I have my hair in ponytails today because it was driving me crazy this morning. So I took it out of braids because I like to braid it at night and stick my BiPAP machine under the bottom braids right here so it stays down and across my face because, y'all, I'm crazy in my sleep even. I'm nuts in my sleep. And that freaks me out that I'm so disturbed. And she said my mind never seems to stop. And I'm like, what the fuck, you know? And she said, tranquilizers, that's what we got to do. And she upped me on them. So, but I would get up and trail my machine behind me, y'all. Be stuck around my neck and just floating in the air, the cord to it behind it, and the machine just floating in the air because I have it on there that I can't rip it off. It'll pull me backwards, but I woke up and said, what the fuck? And turned around, and there my machine is in the middle of the air, and I'm going, oh my God. But it tripped me out because I am so, my mind never stops. It just goes and goes and goes, and it goes back to the baby Kelly. You know, because I will always remember that. My subconsciously, for years I didn't deal with it. But being molested before you could even walk is pretty fucked up, okay? And what makes it worse is family members. I mean, you know, that's disgusting. And then when I tried to tell my mother, because my psychologist suggested I do it, she called me a goddamn liar. And from then on, I decided for my sanity, for my own, heal my heart, I would not talk about anything like that with her again, ever. And I would just go on because I know that her father was a molester, and I needed to let it go for that reason so I don't lose my fucking mind over it. You know what I mean? And I'm getting help for it, and she wants me to see a psychologist, so I'm going to look up my email that she sent me for the psychologist and then email her. So yeah, that's what's on my plan. And see where my Temu is. Yes, yeah. I don't think it's any makeup though. I don't remember. Hell, I don't remember what the fuck's on it. Ladies, all women are beautiful. It doesn't matter your sexual preference, your race, your religion. It doesn't matter whom you are. You are beautiful. Don't let someone take that from you, okay? You need self-esteem to find out who you are. I found out who I was a long, long time ago when I decided people were not going to hurt me with what they say. I'm just going to say, oh, I hope that makes you feel better, but I don't give a fuck. You're not my family. You don't matter to me. And they'd be like, I said, did I offend you? I didn't mean to offend you, but you came at me first. It doesn't matter what you think. I don't care who you are. You can say what you want, but you know what? It's going to go in this one, through here, and out my ass. And they always like, and never said shit to me, anything like that ever again, because they know I don't give a fuck. It's not going to hurt me. The only one that's getting hurt from that is you, because you're going to remember it for the rest of your life. And me, I'm just going to say, I don't remember. I don't remember what she said. I don't care. I learned a long time ago, my self-esteem is built by me, okay? Someone that brings you down you don't need to be around. They are not supporters of who you are. Okay? Somebody says that they love you and then talk some shit to you and bring you down and say bad things that are untrue. They're not there to support you. They never have been there to support you. You need to leave that situation, okay? Get away from it. And if you're somebody being abused, just get out. Don't. It's going to end up where he's going to kill you. And God forbid, if you have kids and you're putting your kids through that watching their father, you think they don't know. I knew. My sister and brothers knew. Or my sisters and my brother. They knew it. They knew my mother was being abused, and he was starting acting like he was going to abuse us. And she said, fuck that shit. And she left. Because she didn't want to see that pattern keep going. And my psychiatrist told me once, he said, you know, you're either, when you become a parent, you're either going to be a molester, like, you know, you inherited, or you break the cycle, but you become so protective that your children don't know the world. I did that. My child did not know the world. The only person that he could spend the night with was his grandmother, his dad's mom. He could not spend the night by himself with his dad. I would not allow it, even though he was his father. I wouldn't allow it. That's how I felt. That was my protecting my child. I would not let it happen. And then he grew up, you know, not knowing a lot of people. And then when he got older, he told me once, he said, Mom, you were the best mom ever. I remember when we were camping in your little red car. And I said, camping in my little red car? He said, yeah, the little Chevette that you taught me how to drive, and it was a stick ship. And if I ever got caught out and because the battery was dead or something, and you showed me how to pop the clutch, I said, oh. I said, Max, we weren't camping. He said, what? I said, no, we weren't camping. We were homeless. He said, what? I said, yeah, but I worked and I got help to get us a place to stay. And I said, and that was the house that was in Mount Gilead. And he said, oh my God, Mom, I never knew. I had the best time camping in that car, and we weren't camping. I said, I didn't want to tell you that. I think that would have broke your spirit, because it was trying to break mine, but I stayed positive, and we only lived in the car for less than a week. But he thought we were camping. So I let him think that. And we came out of it and got to a house, and he goes, we're going to move right after now, Mom? And I said, yeah, that's why we're camping, because I wanted to camp and look for a place, you know. So we got that house, and the landlord, she was a nice old lady. I loved her. I mean, I loved her. She was awesome. And she just loved Max. She said, that boy is brilliant. Hang on, I'll be right back. Mona's got to go outside. Anyway, we moved into the house, and Max found out years later that we weren't camping. But he said, oh my God, Mom, what about? And I said, yeah, no, that was how you seen it. So he said, so many things I think about, Mom, now. And you're an amazing mom. I said, oh my God, Max, don't say that, because you're going to make me cry, because I felt like a failure. He said, no, Mom, you did things that I understand now what they actually were. And I said, yeah, well, you do anything when you love your children and you don't want harm to come to them. But Mona, you know we don't have no more. You ate them, and I ain't going out in the ice to get you some. She's out of snacks, y'all. Anyway, y'all, this is the look. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you watching. I do. I love you guys. You're awesome. All your comments, I do answer. I love each comment, and it gives me such a positive attitude that people are actually responding, you know. And I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And my prayer warriors, we are out here, aren't we? And if somebody needs prayers, just let me know, and I will have our beautiful prayer warriors on here praying and looking out for one another. Because we have to do that. You know that, right? Look out for one another. We've all we've got. We know what it is like to be a woman. Okay? Give me a thumbs up, say you like my videos. And ring that little ding-a-ling-ling-ling bell. It'll tell you when I've uploaded a new video. And leave me a comment. Leave me a comment. You know I love my comments. Okay. 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 Yeah? Okay. Thank you. I answer every one of my comments because they're special to me. If you take the time out to leave me a comment, I'm going to take the time out to answer it. Okay? Because I appreciate you leaving it. I love you guys. Mona's over here whining. Not sure, and I don't like how big this is. You know, got makeup all over it. So I'm going to try to find my little ones and put them in there because I do like my little ones better. But anyway, y'all, Kooky Kelly out. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now. Bye, my beautiful, precious ladies.